Hi, welcome to Miss Tan online channel again. Today Miss Tan is going to teach you about an article. So the title of the article is Improving the School Canteen or Improving the School Canteen Condition. Also can. This is the title. So before we start to do the article, so Miss Tan wants you to understand, I want you to know about the format of that to write an article. So at first you have to write the title. If your title is short, then you have to centralize them. 如果你的 title 是短的，那么呢，你要把它放在中间缩短进来。如果你 title 是很长的话，能够写到整行差不多要完的话，没有关系。如果短的话，你就要 centralize. After that, no need to do any space. Here no need space， 不用。第二行你就直接写 by and then your name. By you must have a big B there. Okay, by and then you write your name here. Okay, so now we want to say that before we start writing, of course, we need an introduction. We need an introduction. So how to do an introduction? Because this is an article and they require you to write about like a very short article only. So you only need a very simple and precise introduction. So you want to tell people why you want to write this article, why you want to bring up this topic. Okay, so we can start to say that, my dear, before we proceed, sorry for the interference, Mr. wants you to watch my video. You must watch attentively and then later you close it. You close you off my videos, okay? You off my video, not close, sorry. You off my videos and then you just try to make a draft on your own and write. Because I cannot follow you all the times. I cannot guide you all the times because you are big, you are getting bigger and bigger. Okay, for those students who are very weak, I tell you, you can just make like the way that I taught you when you were in primary school or before when you were in Form 1. So you just find the verb first and then just find out the tenses first and then just fill in the blank and then just put extra point. For those students who can write very well, that is no problem if you have a good grammar skills. Then you can just like shuffle this one and then you can just like, you see what they want and then you can make your own sentence and then we can go to give the points, okay? Your own points. You can add in your own points also. So usually when we want to write an article, we have to mention what, why, how. What, why, how. What, why, how. Or you can give what, an example, and then why. How is not necessary, but example you must be provided. Okay, so now, okay, come, let's go. After you finish, okay, for those who can write or cannot write also, after you listen to me attentively, you finish, okay, you just off the video and then you just make a draft and write on your own. Because this is your only homework for today because I want you to learn. Okay, so now let's go. We go to the first point. Is it not enough benches, tables, school population increased by? If you don't know, like what I said, you can just circle the verb first and then you just fill in the blank and then you give an example to support your point. If you know, and then we can just like twist it. We can just write it on our own. Okay, come, let's go. So at first you have to write a very simple introduction, not too long, okay? Because this is an article, so maybe you can write 1 or 2 lines is enough already. So we say that as an introduction, we can say that as a responsible students, okay? And then you just say, as a responsible students, I would like to suggest few ways and means to improve our school canteen condition. That's it. Okay? And then later, you start with your first point. When you want to start your first point, of course, you have to use a new paragraph. Okay, so here we know that, okay, so because because I can write. So I just bring the population. What first? What caused the canteen having insufficient tables and chairs, tables and benches? What? Because the increasing of the population, school population. So I just bring out this one first, okay, because I like to put what first, okay, it's clear. Okay, so we can say that our school has a population of 3,000 pupils. We can say that. And then you can say that there is not enough, or you can change the word not enough to insufficient. Okay, there is not enough tables and benches there is not enough table and benches in the school canteen. Okay, for students during the recess. Okay, you can say that. Okay, and then afterwards you can say that you can complain about, you can give an example why you say that the tables and benches are not enough. You can say that most of the benches and tables are old and damaged and have not been replaced for the past 10 years. Okay, so what happened? Oh, damaged. So what happened? Student forced to stand while eating, right? So you can say that student forced to stand during interval. Interval means recess also. Okay, you can say that students forced to stand and having their food during internals, or students forced to stand while having their food during interval. INTERVAL. Okay, so you want the school to take attention. Okay, then you say that I would like to suggest, or I suggest. Okay, the school will replace the old benches and the old and damaged benches and tables soon. You just say that. Understand or not? So now we go to the second point. We say that the school is dirty, the canteen is dirty. You can mention, because this is the canteen, you can say that the canteen is dirty. So what can you see? You can see that rubbish strewn all over the floor. This one I taught you before. And you can see that the students just left all over the table. The table also was covered with lots of plates, spoons, okay, forks, bowls, or anything. Okay, and then you also can add some points that what else, because you see the floor is dirty, okay, and then table are not clean. Okay, and then what else? You can say that, you can mention that why, and then you can mention about the school drain also. So you want to add some point, you can mention about the school drain also. The school drains are badly clogged. You can say that. Why the school drains are badly clogged? You have to say that because of the students, okay, and the canteen workers, okay, they just like throw the rubbish, okay, into the rubbish of the wrappers, okay, into the drains. Okay, so it causes these problems. Okay, so after you mention about that, what happened? So you have to come up with one solution. 你讲了他的问题，所以呢，现在呢，你要怎样去解决？ So this is the student's behavior. Okay, it's a student behavior. So you can suggest that. You can say that a seminar, okay, should be held. Okay, as a few seminars should be held to teach the students and the canteen workers about the importance. You can say that about educate students about how to keep the canteen clean. You can say that. And then if you carry out this one, and then if for those offender 就是不听话的，还是继续做的，要怎样？ You say that they ought to be punished. 他们应该被罚。 我们叫做 ought, O-U-G-H-T, they ought to be punished. Okay, so come let's go number 2, how to expand the point. We can say that the canteen is dirty. Okay, the canteen is dirty. The floor is littered with rubbish. We can see 我们可以看到什么 plates, cup, and spoon and forks. Scattered 就是strewn 的意思，到处都是满满布满 scattered on the table after student having their food. You can just say that. Okay, and then what else? You can say that the canteen workers and students threw rubbish into, you can also say rubbish, threw the food wrappers into the drains. Then you can say what happened to the drains. The drains are seriously clogged and smelly. You can just say that. Okay, you mentioned the problem. Now it's time for us to suggest the solution. So how to suggest the solution? We can say that, okay? A thought 直接讲，不要讲 I suggest 了，前面你讲 I suggest 了，下面我们直接讲 a thought should be or must be carried out, or a few seminars must be carried out. To educate, we don't want to use to teach because you big already. To educate, 教育 E-D-U-C-A-T-E, the school canteen workers and the students on how to keep the canteen clean. You can just say that. And then after that, what happened? For those who don't follow the rules, for those offenders, 就是不听话的，还是继续犯法的 they ought to be punished. They ought to be punished. If you say they ought to be 的后面被罚，被你就要放 ed， 你的 punish 就要放一个 participle tense. They ought to be punished. Or you can say that they should be punished. Okay, you can just say that. Okay, finish already for this one. You see or not? We just mentioned what, why. You show the example. After showing the example, you just give the solution. Okay, now we go to the third one. Queue buying food, prefect, duty teacher, help. What happened? From here you can see that queue. You know that some students, okay, they don't queue while buying food. They like to jump queue. And then what happened? And then some students also they like to fight or yell at each other. Okay, while buying food. So they just try to create the chaos. Okay. So do you think that the prefect will be able to control them? Because the prefects are students also. I don't think the prefect will be able to control them. So you can say that the prefect failed to control over them. You can just say that. And then, so you just give a suggestion. So you can say that a duty teacher, you can say that a teacher on duty must be there to see or to help the prefect to watch the students discipline. Understand or not? Okay. So now we go to number 3. So we give the problem first. Okay, we give the problem first. We just say that our students or the students do not follow the school rules. They jump queue and pushing. They jump queue of pushing each other while buying food. They shout and yell at each other. You can just say that. Then what happened to the prefect? You can say that the prefect lost control over them. Or you can say that the prefect failed to control them. Or you can say that the prefect on duty have no control over them. We just put prefect on duty is better because they are watching the canteen. Okay, the prefect on duty fail to control them, control over them. Okay, so you suggest, okay, you can say that, therefore, 你可以讲 therefore the teacher, the therefore the teacher on duty of the day, the teacher on duty of the day must be there, must be there to watch the students' discipline. Okay, so this is one of your suggestion. So 还是你可以讲 must be there to watch the discipline of the students. Also can. And then here, the third and the fourth, what to do? Usually when we write this one, we need 4 points, right? And then the third one we mentioned already, and then the fourth one. And then we can say that footnote varieties. Okay, why you say that footnote varieties? Always put the same things for many years, for years. Okay, every day nasi lemak, burger, char kway teow, and then cha bee hoon. Okay, every day like this, all the same one. So what happened? Fed up already. See, also don't want to eat already because you know the days you have been eating it since the first day you will go to school. Okay, so don't want already. So what happened? It has led to students to bring their own food to the school, and then the school say cannot. But what to do? Cannot eat, so we bring our own food. Okay, while we bring our own food, the canteen caterers complain that they don't earn money because students bring their own food. But they cook the same things for years, never change the menu. And then what happened? And then the food is very expensive also. It's very expensive also. And it has caused a burden. It has led to a burden to the students who are from the poor family. You can say that. They increase the price. They never change the menu, but the price is extremely expensive. For example, you can say that a glass of chai ice, a glass of IT costs Rm 3 ringgit. Laugh, okay? And then you can say that a plate of nasi lemak or a plate of fried noodles costs 8 ringgit. So it is a burden to the poor students, okay, because they cannot afford it. So they're forced to bring their own food. Okay, we can just say that number 4. So what happened? When come to this one, the school must take immediate action. Immediate action 就是马上行动 okay, to solve the problems. Okay, so now what to do? Number 4. We can say that, okay, the caterer constantly sell the same food and drinks for years. There are no varieties. No varieties 就是没有得到选择. Students are fed up. Students are fed up with the food. For that reason, students start to bring their own food. Start to bring food 就可以了. Start to bring food to school. In addition, 再说 okay, the price, okay, 再说 the food and drinks sold in the canteen. Okay, the food and drinks sold in the canteen are rather pricey. We don't want to say are very expensive. You can say are rather pricey. 它们相当的贵. Then you give example. For example, a glass of IT is sold for 3 ringgit. It's sold for Rm3, and a plate of fried rice or noodles costs Rm8 ringgit. Okay, so you can say that this has been okay. You can say that it has led to a burden to the students. Okay, you can say that most of the students can't afford it, especially students from the poor family, because to them it's a burden. Okay, you don't say this way. You have to form your own sentence. Okay, and then so we can see that. Okay, so the last one already. Okay, so you can say that due to this one. Okay, so you can say that. You don't say that due to or so, because just now we use hence, we use therefore, we use I suggest. So here you just say that I fervently, F-E-R-V-E-N-T-L-Y, 就是 sincerely. I fervently require 就是要求 the school take immediate action. And I fervently request the relevant authority. I said the school authority take immediate actions. Okay, and then because this one, this one, I fervently, required, I fervently requires the school authority take immediate action to curb the problems. Okay, this one you can write as a conclusion. Okay, so all of these you have 6 paragraphs. Understand or not? Okay, and then because this is an article, you don't have to write your name here because it's not a report. So you just, because here you got your name already here, so you don't have to write. If they want you to write a report, what to do? Same also, and then just like this, and then here report, you don't write this by who already, you just write reported by, 然后 sign 你的名字，然后括弧你的名字，你的歹德是什么，这样子而已。So we can write in many different ways. So come, let's go. You have to do this one of the videos. Listen to my videos of it. After understand, try to draft and do on your own. Double spacing. Okay, double spacing. It's up to you whether you want to copy, you want to photocopy my question or not. Okay, 我的题目你要抄不要抄也没有关系，你要会做。Okay, and then just write on a piece of paper, double spacing, and hand it to me, and forwards me, not hand to me, and forwards me once ready. So this is your homework for today. That's it. Thank you very much. I hope you will write it. Okay, I hope you will write it and forwards me. Okay, thank you very much.